Hello and welcome to episode Non-Canon of the All You Can Hear podcast. I am your host with three other hosts. Who are you?
Colt.
Who are you?
I'm Cody. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Say your name.
It's me, Wenzel.
It's Pika Pat.
All right, and we are sitting in a car right now
My car.
recording this. We
just finished it. The movie.
just finished the movie. Colt doesn't know how to hold a mic.
You just moved my
Wait,
hand.
is the
an
mic even
inch.
on? Oh yeah, it's on. All right, you're good. All right, we just finished the movie. We just finished
Detective Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu, and this is gonna be a little non-canon that we've got going on. We did want to start something new where we do like a small little snippet of non-spoiler action, real quick.
Yeah.
Where we say,
There's a truck going by, and Cody's staring at it.
I was like, oh fuck, they're looking at us. So let's go ahead with a little non-spoiler action here. This is not a spoiler. Do we all recommend going to see this movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially if
It's
you're
a good movie. I
Pokemon fan.
enjoyed it.
So that is a consensus of 4 saying yes. Oh, Tanner can't be here. He's
He's sick.
dying.
He's sick.
Yeah.
We texted him spoilers immediately.
Yeah. Yondu dies.
Can you believe Pikachu said fuck?
Oh,
Yeah, he
oh my
said
God.
that, and he said some
Yeah.
few political statements too.
Pikachu is a very wild character.
He's a wild card. Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool as Pikachu.
Chimichanga Pikachu.
Yeah, so we definitely recommend big AYCH recommendation for Detective Pikachu. Now we're about to go into what are we going into, guys?
Spoilers.
Oh,
spoilers.
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 Can you believe it? Spoilers? Well, right now.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Wow, lots of spoilers.
Spoilers.
If you couldn't tell, we're about to go into huge spoilers. So if you haven't listened to, or if you haven't watched Detective Pikachu, and you want to watch it and you don't want to be spoiled, don't go past this portion because there are spoilers. Or if you don't care about it and you just, you want to hear more about it, we're about to let you know. This is a
Yeah.
right after review. That's what this is.
Yep.
Okay, so I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
I lost my shit almost at every point I saw anything.
I was gonna say the whole movie. I could just hear Wenzel just laughing the whole time. I could tell he really enjoyed it. It was a great movie. It's just fun. It's like all the Pokemon are great. They're so good to see interact in the world. They're all cute and amazing.
Yeah, that's something I noticed about the Pokemon is that they don't look horrifyingly realistic. They still look like they could partially exist in our world, but they also still very much look like their video game counterparts, and I love that.
So one of the big things that I noticed about this was, like most video game movies, try to adapt the characters to the real world, especially when you try to do real world, and that never works out, and it always ends up making the movie less than whenever you try to apply real world sort of science and ideas and thoughts to video game worlds that are able to bend those realities a little bit. Pokemon did the exact opposite of that. They were like, humans, Pokemon, boom, and that was it. It was very. I don't want to say not necessarily source material because I don't know how much this is original to the actual Detective Pikachu game, but damn.
But yeah, it kind of more like bent to the will of like the Pokemon world rather than our world.
It definitely did. It felt like it did Pokemon justice, and that's what I wanted going into this movie was it do Pokemon justice, and it did that.
Yeah, I definitely think it did. Acting was just kind of. This is something we did complain about. Was acting was kind of a little off, especially the female character. I cannot remember her name, but she was like the female journalist.
I can't remember any character's name.
Jesus Christ! I can only remember the main character, Tim.
Harry.
I was gonna say I couldn't tell what the main character's name. I thought it was at different points like Jake and Tim and Sam and like Rob. Was like I couldn't. Okay, that just might be me because I'm deaf as hell. But like I don't know if anybody really said their names right out.
He could have been any of the above.
Yeah.
I think the acting, of course, Pokemon did great.
Yeah,
Pokemon were great.
the Pokemon were great.
The best part about the movie.
Which should be.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, the movie would be 10 times better if it was just Pokemon talking.
Okay, well then that would be what is it? Dungeon Explorers or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mystery Dungeon.
Mystery Dungeon.
Dungeon's amazing.
Oh, do we need a Mystery Dungeon Pokemon movie?
We
Fuck
do.
yes.
Yeah, I think so.
But the girl, she felt like a Disney actor.
Yeah.
The way, like, Disney movie, Disney TV show where they're like over the top and I am an actor, and it's like I don't know. I'm not trying to necessarily just pinpoint her because the guy didn't act very well. She to me
yeah.
was like a standout, not that great. But I mean, like, I should say, yes, this is a kids movie, but kids also deserve good acting as well.
Yeah.
But I think the guy did. I think the main guy, Tim. I think his character was. I think it was pretty good for the most part. There were some spotty moments. And of course, I guess I don't know. The acting was definitely something. It left something to be desired there all the way around. But the story was pretty solid.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Mewtwo, OP as shit.
Yeah.
Also, gotta remember it is a kids movie, so it was very predictable. Like,
Oh, of
yeah.
course. But like,
100%.
I mean, I think for people who are older, who are not kids going in to see this movie, which I do think is going to be a large portion of the demographic going to see this movie, I think that we can all agree, or at least I think we can all agree, that it does Pokemon, like, it felt like Pokemon. And I don't know how to explain it other than it just felt like exactly like its source material.
Yeah, like it felt like if this was our world where Pokemon actually like existed, that's a loud boy.
Yee.
It very much felt like, I mean, it felt real. It felt like I could exist in this world. Like it's just not like seen through like the screen of a game console.
It was a lot to do with the not art style, but the style of the world with the lighting and the
I mean, that's
everything.
the design style. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very good.
But also, this is not a complaint about the movie, but the theater we went to, because our main theater didn't have fucking premiere night tickets or whatever.
Every movie theater in Alabama had opening night showings,
Except
for ours.
Except for
main
ours.
one.
in our city.
And we had to go
And
to a
ours-
shitty ass one where it was dark as hell and you couldn't see anything for most
It
of the
was-
scenes. And I was just pissed off because, like, damn, I can't wait to watch this in HD. This fucking 560p max.
100%. This theater, the
projector.
projector was out of focus,
Oh yeah.
and every time a big thunderous scene came on, there was something shaking.
There was floorboards or something rattling.
I think it was more likely a roof tile or a loose piece of metal just chilled in the front seat.
No, there were actual Pokemon battling in the back, and it was
Oh,
just shaking
shit.
the fucking theater.
I'm gonna go with that. Why did we get so
What was-
quiet?
I don't know
you
because
just
you got quiet and I look scared.
Could you look down on the recorder? It's like, oh crap, he didn't turn it on. We just been babbling for 20 minutes without.
No, I was just
That's
checking
a
the
safe
battery
show
life,
for it.
making sure we're gonna die here because I haven't checked the battery life in forever.
God, man, we are so prepared. Did not expect Tanner to get sick.
Yeah,
Um,
last minute.
And I feel like he was the most excited about this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have shit himself. Tanner, if you're listening to this, don't listen to this, first off. But also, he's going to shit himself at the Bulbasaurs.
Oh
Bulbasaurs.
shit!
Oh my
This
God.
Bulbasaur scene. Fuck yes. God,
They
I mean,
didn't say Babata.
oh yeah. God, I flipped out too when that fucking Ditto. Oh my God, that was a good use of the Ditto in the movie. Shit.
Fuck. I never... And it had the little beady eyes like regular...
Oh my God.
I
And
just gotta say though, the Ditto when it transformed to humans was fucking Coraline ugly as shit.
It was... No, but it was good, though.
it was.
I mean, it pulls on the whole like Ditto can't transform faces, so they kind of played it up. It's foreshadowed in the point in the movie like the old guy has a Ditto as his personal assistant, and there's different points you see people wearing sunglasses that interact with the main character, and that's revealed at the end that the Ditto was impersonating him to lead him along to do what the bad guy needed him to do because the Ditto can't transform its eyes, so so that's how I was able to like, oh, okay, there's a secret people, but actually it was a trap.
Yeah, I should have guessed that because the one lady, she wore sunglasses, and then the fucking the guy, the main villain's son wore glasses too, and I was like, it makes sense now.
I love it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun. And I do wish there was more... I guess I wish there was more Pokemon battles in there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like their CGI budget was already through the freaking roof.
The Pokemon battles that we did get looked really awesome.
They were so
especially with
good.
Pikachu. Was it quick? What was it? Something Volt?
Volt tackle.
Yeah.
Volt tackle on fucking Mewtwo was awesome.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's funny how we can't figure out these names when we've been playing Pokemon.
I know
for-
their names. I don't have to memorize the moves.
But I don't know. And then Ryan Reynolds did a freaking fantastic job.
Oh, he's carrying.
And
He
whoever
really carried a good bit of the movie.
I don't know who. I mean, this would not be the same movie without Ryan Reynolds.
Oh no, it would not.
I don't even think. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. I think Ryan Reynolds. I'm gonna think of him as Pikachu from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Deadpool Pikachu.
Little caffeine addict.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed the fact that they not only kept the Pokemon's designs great, but they didn't like hold back from the Pokemon they brought in. You know, because like I was always like when I saw the trailers and I saw the Bulbasaur in the forest, I'm like, okay, that makes sense, Bulbasaur in forest. But hell, they had a Golurk sitting in the background of a lot of things. They brought Pancham and
Pangoro.
Pangoro. And they brought in. I mean, they
Octillery.
had
Oh,
artillery.
yeah.
I mean, like there was an artillery on the set for the news station.
Oh yeah.
Which I don't know why, but maybe he's just chilling and doing his job. And they brought, of course, they had Apom and Trico. That scene with Trico, and Trico was like,
Oh yeah. do you? There we go.
All the like a majority of the Pokemon made sounds.
But Trico was the best one.
they were all amazing.
They
I
were.
loved
They
them.
were.
I really did. Oh, go ahead, Pat.
Well, one thing I thought was cool that because in the city that the story takes place in is like human and Pokemon together, but the Pokemon are like kind of semi-autonomous. They like live on their own, but they still like you see Squirtle's fighting fires. You see like Pokemon like manning like food stands and like sort of they live like almost like citizens. So there's a great scene where like Tempest like he's first walking into the city and you see like Pancham is climbing trees and there's like one like Pangoro like parent sitting down and like all the kids are running around. He's kind of like, settle down or something. I think all the Pokemon had really good like visual character. Like even just the ones you see in the background, there's always little something happening that just catches your eye. I feel like it's worth at least another watch just to catch everything else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure for
Yeah.
us as well, so we can actually see the screen without darkness.
Oh my God, yes. Oh yeah.
And the corners were cut off as well. I don't know if you
Oh
guys caught
yeah,
that.
there was
Oh,
only,
God.
but there's only one scene I noticed that was actually noticeable. I can't remember which one, but like half of like what we should have been seeing was cut off. I can't remember, but it was like the only cue that okay, this theater really sucks because how much of the movie are we missing? But yeah, no, the one scene where there's a little news report and it says local fucking heroes and it's little Squirtles putting out a fire. I died. I love that. Oh, so good.
I
You
really
died a good bit though. So
Yeah, I did die a good bit.
Then again, I died with you. There were some cute ass Pokemon.
and I just want to. I mean, I know Pikachu is a star of this, but like Pikachu's facial expressions were fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't know, the entire characteristics of Pikachu himself was just really, really good. Like I don't know, just we don't ever like even in the anime we never really see like facial expressions. We never see how Pokemon interact and sort of you don't get to see the full range of motion. But they really brought it to life, and I didn't think that Pokemon like anything could make me want a Pokemon more than the video games, but fuck me, I want a Bulbasaur right here,
Yes,
right
I
now.
want to go out into a field and chuck a Pokeball at some Pokemon and capture
They
it.
showed that. They showed evolution. They showed that. They showed attacks. They showed, I don't know. They just showed all this different. They showed all this stuff within the movie. And it's just like it wasn't a big deal. It was just part of the world.
Yeah.
They did it so.
It honestly made me really, really want another, not Detective Pikachu, but another Pokemon set in this universe.
Yeah.
In the real life universe.
Definitely.
You definitely get to sense just how rich sort of the detail is in this movie. It really felt like the people behind it really cared about Pokemon and that they wanted to translate that in this movie. And it didn't really feel like, oh, this is Hollywood trying to like catch on a thing and just like kind of, boardroom it into their weird, amalgam
Standards.
of it. It felt like Pokemon to me at least, and I feel like that translated really well.
It translated so well.
Yeah, no, like I was saying with the Pokemon designs, the people who made this really love Pokemon, really put a lot of love into this movie, and it's not like just one of those video game movies where it's like, here's this little video game little thing, here you go. It's more like it's like I don't know, it takes itself seriously but also not. I don't know how to describe it. It's very good.
See, this is a good video game movie. There is no fucking video game movie curse, you stupid rich man.
Who?
The Rock. The Rock said Rampage was the first good video game movie, which I don't know if that's true.
Never seen Advent Children? Yeah.
I've never seen Rampage,
A
so
lot of people don't like Advent Children.
Well, they're fucking dumb.
Yeah.
There's cool fight scenes, and Sephiroth got big sword.
what?
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh, never mind. I don't know.
Also, my headcanon, the Greninja that attacked him, that's not water they're shooting. That is actually saliva.
I thought it was.
It was hard. Like the shurikens were hard.
Yeah,
They turned into crystals.
yeah, because Pikachu found them at the crime scene. Oh my God, Mr. Mime is dead. He's burned alive.
Fuck, we didn't
God.
see him.
We didn't see him after that.
I think Ryan Reynolds' Pikachu really wanted to kill Mr. Mime.
Oh yeah, no, he was like, I'll play good cop, bad cop. Pikachu turned into fucking bad cop real quick, wanting to beat the shit out of him.
They've completely reenacted Reservoir Dogs with the gasoline scene, but in just Mr. Mime and Pikachu. It was what the hell.
And there was a lot of like stuff that you wouldn't expect to be in a Pokemon movie.
Or a kids movie.
A
in
kids
general.
movie. Like what did Pikachu said? They pet me and they prod me and they stick their fingers in me. And I'm
It's really disgusting.
and also go ahead, Pat.
There's like a cocaine reference, like, oh, this stuff went up my nose, and maybe it's smoking.
Right at the beginning of the movie, too.
Oh yeah, right at the very beginning. And there's even a moment where Tim is getting chased by the Apoms, and he almost says, "Oh shit," but it's like, "Oh and then gets cut off.
There was a part where Pikachu and Tim going back to Tim's father's apartment, and Pikachu is like, "Oh, so you're coming home with me?" And then Tim's like, "This is my dad's apartment. I live here. I'm gonna live here." And then Pikachu's like, "Oh, okay. Well, I don't usually bring home. I'm not usually that kind of Pokemon, bringing someone home on the first date sort of thing." And it's just like, dang, there's a lot of lewd stuff. And again, that may be Ryan, because most of it comes from Pikachu, and that may be just be Ryan Reynolds' kind of personality leaking through.
I'm sure like that's kind of like Ryan Reynolds like riffing, and it's like, well, he's so good, we'll just put it in the movie. Whether or not they actually intentionally wrote that in, just like knowing Ryan Reynolds' comedy, he probably just spitballed something that's like, okay, that's good, we'll put it in.
God, that animation was so good though. I still can't get over his
facial expressions.
the facial expressions and just the body, how
His
the
fur and how I wanted to pet him.
how the fur went, like whenever they were getting into the muddy areas with the mud and the water and stuff like that, how Pikachu's fur got matted up in a way to where it was like muddy and stuff. Like to me, that's just like the hyper realistic details that they're not going for hyper realistic. They're going for, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like an in between realistic and
cartoon,
and it just works.
It does. It's very, very good, and I can't stress that enough. Like how good it is, because on this, like when you first see it on the trailer, it's like, it looks like, how does that work? Like that looks weird, but it's like, no, when you see it like in the theater, even in a shitty theater, it looks very, very good. I
can't wait to watch this in HD.
Yeah, I'm getting this very much on Blu-ray.
And just like the different textures too, like you had Bulbasaur was very smooth and kind of slimy. Not
He was like
slimy,
a reptile,
but then you had Charizard,
who was scaly.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur was more like an amphibian.
Like Trico and Charizard had similar skin types.
Yeah,
where it's like slick and a little bit shiny and but Charizard had like scales and kind of crackly,
very
skin.
rough.
Definitely not exactly necessarily what I thought Charizard would look like.
They fucked up not adding Polyrath, just saying. I just want to throw that in there.
Oh, yeah.
Polyrath would have been perfect for one of the water scenes.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess they showed. I think they showed a Pokemon from Did they show a Pokemon from every single?
Generation.
I'd say so.
I would say so. They crammed a lot in
They
there.
mentioned Kanto as well.
Oh yeah.
They showed Sinnoh on the posters. I don't know where the city takes place at.
It's
Is it-
fiction. It's a fictional city.
What
but
was the city's name? Rhine City?
Rhyme.
Yeah.
RYME.
Yeah. Gengar. I liked how Gengar looked, but I don't know how you would make a texture for him because he's just a ghost Pokemon. But that battle was
Yeah.
kind of cool. But
What we saw of it.
what we saw of it, yeah.
Also, what was really weird to me was Mewtwo's teeth.
Oh yeah, that kind of.
was
Mewtwo
real
was the
strange.
weirdest Pokemon.
But
because
I mean, it looked pretty good. For what we got.
I mean, it looked fine. It wasn't like Sonic's teeth, in
Oh,
that
yeah,
trailer.
yeah.
But it was definitely Mewtwo had. It was very much like, hey, look, Mewtwo has teeth,
Yeah.
and it's like, ah. But you can tell that like Mewtwo, there's some realistic artists out there. No hate that but they try and make the realistic Pokemon kind of monstrous. Like they kind of go towards the more monster aspect of the Pokemon. And that to me is just like it doesn't necessarily translate well, in my opinion, to like the personalities of the Pokemon.
Well, I mean, that's just for the movie, if they were gonna do that for the movie, I mean, that'd be different. But for their style, what they're going for, I mean, it makes sense. But
Yeah.
but they obviously didn't do that for this movie.
No, I'm so glad they didn't. I'm so glad. It was so good.
And plus, Mewtwo's gonna look a little bit weirder anyway because he's man-made. He's quote unquote unnatural. So he would look a bit, I guess, just bizarre. Cause just to show an example, we got the Pokemon cards when we came to the theater, and it has one of the cards you could get is Mewtwo, and you see a better example of it, and how he looks. I sound like a detriment, kind of like human skin, because he's this weird, kind of fleshy Pokemon. Because what else? How else would he looking to be? He's not. He wouldn't have hair because he's kind of this weird flesh thing.
Yeah, he's artificial, so I don't know what he would have.
all I know is his voice. They could have worked on his voice a little bit.
I don't know.
I like the
I loved
voice.
his voice.
Yeah,
It just
it wasn't.
the weird distortion on it. I mean,
Well, it
I
was a man
understand.
It was a
It's-
male and female voice.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it. I feel like they could have worked with it a little bit more.
What do you think Mewtwo would sound like?
I can't make that sound with my normal mouth.
am Mewtwo.
No, I'm asking.
I'm picturing more of the OG Mewtwo voice.
Yeah, but I like this version because it kind of shows how I don't want to say strange, but how different he is.
Yeah, bizarre.
He's also talking in the mind. He's a mind talker. He's not talking
Yeah.
out loud.
I
So it's like
understand
being
that.
filtered through your brain and things like that.
telepathic.
They didn't explain why Pikachu could talk to his son.
He got
Spoiler.
hit with the cocaine.
Well, they said that could be the cause, but that didn't cause everybody else. to
Well,
start
from
getting
what we
Pokemon.
understand is, we never saw. Well, we never saw him. We never saw Tim interact with any of the other Pokemon that got turned into people. Remember, because we only saw Pikachu interact with the other Pokemon, so we don't know how that would translate over to Tim interacting with them. Would he understand them as well?
Yeah.
Which I think that's what you would have to understand from the movie.
There was also a point, and these are minor flaws that I don't think should even but the one thing that I noticed was the girl, I forgot her name. I feel so bad. But she was so
don't
forgettable. But she and she was talking to Tim about Pikachu because it was after Pikachu kind of got upset with that he was gonna hurt Tim and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and he went on his own to try and to go back home, and
He sang the theme song while
he's-
crying.
Yeah, it was really sad. And she was like, "Hey, is he okay?" And he was like, "No." And it was like, "What happened between you two?" Which kind of tells me she suddenly randomly knew that he and Pikachu could talk to each other. But in the car on the way there, they were kind of upset with each other. Not upset. Tim was like, "Why are you rubbing Psyduck's feet?" And then he was like, "What are you doing?" And then she's like, "What do you mean?" And he was like, "Oh, nothing. Never mind. He was trying to keep that a secret still. So I don't know if in the forest they had a moment that I just didn't notice due to the fact that Torterras were lifting up and they were mountain sized.
I don't know that. I did think that was weird. Love Pikachu in a baby seat though. Baby car
Baby
seat.
That was
seat
good.
Pikachu and Psyduck. Feet rubbing.
We need just a movie of them.
Yeah, Psyduck was awesome, but nobody talks about Psyduck
I
yet.
did like Psyduck a whole lot.
I very much liked Psyduck. But
Oh, sorry.
We're skipping over a very big spoiler.
What's the what?
Fucking Ryan Reynolds was Timmy's dad.
oh, Tim's dad. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. Sorry, we should say that at the very end, it turns out that Ryan Reynolds, the reason why Tim can understand Pikachu Ryan Reynolds is because Ryan Reynolds is Tim's dad.
I see. That doesn't make sense to me, but
It's
sure.
soul bonds.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Spoiler for the story, but the main guy is the reason why he has Mewtwo is because he knows that Mewtwo can merge people's souls together, but they can only into souls into Pokemon only if the Pokemon are enraged from Serum R, which is what's making Pokemon go crazy throughout the movie. So they release it. So somehow but whenever there's an accident and Ryan Reynolds is almost killed or whatever, he merges his soul with Pikachu because Pikachu offered his body for Ryan Reynolds, and there's this whole like Ryan Reynolds had to seek him out, and
Well, how to get his body back?
Mewtwo
unmerged them.
Yeah.
But I thought like Ryan Reynolds was dying. So.
I don't know. That's the one thing that didn't really make sense
It's
to
a
me.
kid's movie.
It's a kid's
I
movie.
mean, yeah, there's a lot of jumps to make there, but like, I think the most important part here is the Pokemon were fucking good.
Yeah, we've said that a
Good
lot.
actors. We said that earlier. I want to know who the actors are. Especially Pikachu's voice. That I almost cried every time he talked. And his normal Pikachu, Pika Pika.
Pika, yeah.
That was the cutest shit.
It was very good. It was very good.
Oh yeah.
Anybody else got anything to say about Detective Pikachu?
Could have watched it in a better theater.
Yep.
Make sure you go
Make
to
sure
the
you-
best
yes.
theater for this.
Don't.
This is better than in-game. I'm just kidding.
No, it's still very good.
It's good. It's worth watching. We good?
Yeah, I think that
All
wraps
right.
it up. Yeah.
This car's hot boxing.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
sorry.
Well, thank you guys for listening to this. Oh God, what is this called again? A non-canon file. Right after
Review.
review. I forgot my own title.
Yeah, I know.
You.
It's really good.
This right after review of Detective Pikachu, and I hope you all very much enjoy it. It was a fantastic movie, and it was something that I think we all enjoy. What would you rate this movie?
7.5 out of 10.
I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
I'd probably give it a 7.5.
I'm giving it a solid 8.5. I love the Pokemon that much. I really want to come watch this movie again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, that about wraps it up. I don't know our plugs.
You
Wenzel,
can.
can you run our plugs?
Yeah, this is going to be coming out tomorrow because we're recording this right now. You can check us out on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, AllYouCanHear. We just had what's the most recent episode? Retro anime episode come out where we go back and look at anime. Watch the first episode of anime that we watched as a children or teen because not all of us were children or whatever.
What? I was never a children.
Oh yeah, not all of us were children. So go check that out. You can follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear
That's it.
as well. Sorry. And you can follow me on Twitter at Winsy Wilkie and follow my art Instagram at World of Winsy. I think that's all the plugs. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Tanner's doing Sekiro stream sometime in the
Oh
future.
yeah, on May 25th we're doing a Sekiro stream, 6 hours, 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. So get ready.
CST.
Yeah, go check that out.
Go ahead, Colt.
I'm Colt, and you can follow me on Twitter at ColtD00. Just be your very best. No one ever was. Catch them as your real test.
My name is Cody. You can follow me at CODDOC11. That's CODDOC11 on Instagram.
This is Patrick. Thank you for listening. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at John Lost His Name. You can follow my art on Facebook at John Lost His Name Art. You can follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast, and you can follow us on Instagram at AYCH Podcast.
How did you forget those, Wenzel?
sorry. It's getting really hot and I'm getting
Yeah, I think of the carbon dioxide building up in here.
Well, that's carbon monoxide because we're in a car.
Oh, that's right.
That only happens when the car's on. Jesus Christ.
I
Okay,
think
that's
you-
car.
Don't you realize you had the key in the ignition the entire
Oh,
time?
good God. Goodbye, everybody. Go
I'm-
see Pokemon.
I'm being slowly poisoned.
Bye.